Okay, let's get started. Quiz in this unit, Tuesday the 15th. Tuesday, June 15th will be the quiz. Only quiz in this unit will be done after that. All right, again, only quiz in this unit next Tuesday the 15th. All right, first, why statistics? Why do I want to end up doing one more unit called statistics? Well, if you're going to college next year and you're going to eventually have to take a math course, it's probably going to be one of two things. Pre-calculus, which we've done about 5 units on already, or statistics course. All right, so I might as well expose you to some statistics and how your graphing calculator can help you out whenever you end up taking your stats course. All right, so we'll go day one. I'm going to call on people using the numbers again, so be ready. Also, anybody feels like bailing and giving up already on the course a couple weeks before we end school, hey, that's your call. All right, I've been doing the same thing with you guys since December. Day of teaching and an assignment day, no homework, nothing asked of you outside of class. I think you can give me a week and a half left in you. All right, a week and a half left. All right, let's go. First thing, let me explain to you what population versus sample is. I'm interested to find out if how much sleep you get the night before a test affects your test grade for high school students. Okay? For high school students, is the amount of sleep you get the night before a test, does that affect your test grade? So me trying to figure that out with every student in Bethlehem High School is probably impossible. I don't think I'd ever get to everybody, and I think we can agree upon that. Okay? But the whole student population, the whole students of Bethlehem Central, that would be called my population. What I want to study. Okay, what I want to study, which is the entire student body of Bethlehem Central. But again, I just said it's impossible to get to every student. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go to every grade level and just pick 20 kids. That's more doable, I think, is to pick 20 kids. Those 20 kids from each grade is my sample. A sample is a smaller part of your population that you're studying. Okay, so I need you guys just to understand those two concepts. Population, which is everybody, versus a sample, which is just a small sample of that population. So I have an example here about some cars, and I need 2 people to pick out what the population is and what the sample is here. So I want to figure out the gas mileage of new cars sold in the U.S. Am I going to get to every new car? No, absolutely not. So instead, I'm just going to test 845 new cars. And I find out there's an average of about 25.1 miles per gallon. So what I need somebody to do right now, what's the population in this problem? What's the population, which is basically impossible for me to get to? And then what's my sample here? What am I taking from the population to study? All right, so take a look back. I'll call on 2 people here in a second. What's my population here, and then what's the sample I took from it? All right, here we go. So what's the population? Who am I studying here? Overall, who am I studying? Yeah, I got them up there. Here we go. 9, not here. 11. Liz, what am I studying? Who am I studying here overall? What am I trying to see here?
845 cars.
Okay, that's what I'm taking out. So I'll go over, that's what my sample would be, is the 845 new cars in the U.S. That's what I'm taking from my population, which I'll go to somebody else now. What's my population? 10, Caroline. 845 new cars from what?
From the number of, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm trying to study this for gasoline per gallon, right? Of what, Caroline?
Of the new cars?
That's it, of all new cars, right?
Yeah.
And Carol, do you think it's possible for me to get to every single new car? No, right? So instead, I took a sample
From
of 845. You see the difference there? Okay, everyone see that? I'm studying new cars sold in the US, but I can't get to every new car, so I go to 845 of them. All right, everyone, all right, population versus sample. Population is everything involved in the problem. Sample is a portion of that. All right, next up, I want to make sure I'm not biased when I do my studies here. I'm not biased. So I have a scenario for everybody. I want to get the best random sample of students in the high school. Out of these four choices, which one would I get the most random sample of students? Creating the least bias. The most random sample of students. Should I take every other person going into the weight room, every fifth person entering the school, first 30 into the cafeteria, or just ask for volunteers in a PE class? What's the best way to get the most random sample for me? All right, what do we think? What's the best way to get the most random of samples here? 6. Nope. You guys are killing me here. Why can't we just show up? You're at home. Nick, what do you got? Best random way here.
Is it number 2?
Yep, select every fifth person entering the school building. I do want to talk why 1, 3, and 4 aren't more random than that. You take number 1, every other person entering the weight room. Well, not everybody goes there. So you're not going to get a true sample of the high school because not everyone goes there. The first 30 people entering the cafeteria. All right, what if I do that during 4th period? I'm leaving out 5th, 6th, and 7th period lunch. So I'm not getting everybody in the high school again. And then asking for volunteers, that you never want to ask for a volunteer to have a random sample because it's only the people who want to participate. All right, so hopefully we're good why 2 is the most random way. All right, now getting to what I wanted to get to today, which is mean, median, mode. This is a little old school for you guys, but I'm going to put a new trick to it using your calculators. All right, so you got 3 different measurements, mean, median, and mode. So take a look at number 3. I've given you some numbers there. First one I want is what's the mean of these numbers, the mean. And we all know add them up and divide by how many. But hey, take a look. Everyone take a look. I got a new symbol for you that represents mean because I am not writing out the word mean every time. It's going to be X with a bar on top. All right, X with the horizontal bar on top. That is the symbol for mean. So as you guys know, I add them all up and divide by how many there are. Go ahead. I'm not going to show anything new yet. So go ahead, add them up, divide by how many there are, and I'll ask somebody in a second what your mean is. All right, I think you got enough time there. What's your mean for these here? Ooh, 12. Dan, what's the mean?
The mean is 1 second. Wait, what? So um the main be divided by wouldn't it be around 9?
I want the whole thing. It's more than just 9.
Wait.
Okay, where are we having the issue here?
Uh,
Adding up the numbers and dividing by how many there are.
yeah.
Okay?
So that would be. Oh wait, I added. Oh, I didn't do the amount of numbers. I did the numbers by accident. Wait. Yeah. So wait, no, wouldn't that be 75 divided by 8?
Okay, it's not 9 though.
Oh, it's not. It's 9.4.
Okay, I want 0.375. I want it all out there. 9.375. Okay, here we go. Next up, everyone's all good with the mean. Now I go median. All right, median. I don't have a symbol for median, sorry. Median, you guys know as the middle number. But you can't find the middle number unless the numbers are in order. So what I need to do is reorder these in problem number 3, reorder them from least to greatest. So 2 first. Then I have 5, 8, 9, 11, 13. Oh, I forgot 10. 10, 11, 13, and 17. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it. So before you find the mean, you got to reorder the numbers and now find out where the middle one is. And we get a little trick here. Look at a little surprise. I start eliminating the ends. And look what happens. There's 2 middle numbers. Anybody remember what I need to do with 2 middle numbers to find the median, the middle one?
Add them and divide by 2.
Find the average. Yep, find the average. So I take 9 and 10, find the average of 9 and 10. The median, 9.5. Okay, 9.5. And then the last thing I'm asked for is the mode. That's the number that occurs the most. But if you look at your numbers, is there a number that occurs the most? No. Every number happens once. So in this case, if that happens, we have no mode. If all numbers occur the same amount of times, there is no mode. And all these numbers only occur once, so there's no mode there. All right, any questions there? All right, next up. Number 4, find the mean, median, mode given a table now. Given a table. And this is called a frequency table. A frequency table. Here's exactly what this is showing you right now. Everyone see where it says 56 and then it says frequency of 4? That means you have 4 56s. All right, 4 56s. How many 73s do you have? 9. And I'm not going to keep doing this. All right, this is going to get ridiculous writing all this out. So I'm going to show you how you can use your calculator, and your calculator will give you the mean and the median for you. All right, so turn those calculators on, please. Get ready to go. Because if you miss this, there's no shot of getting any of these problems right. All right, in your calculator, you have tables that you can plug these numbers into. You just don't know where they are yet. So everyone go to your calculator. Probably in the 3rd row, you have a stat button. S-T-A-T. Locate your stat button, please, in the 3rd row. Everyone sees the stat button, short for statistics. So you hit stat, and the first choice is edit. That's where you put numbers into a table. All right, that is where you put numbers into a table. Stat, edit. Now, some of you, like me, may have numbers in there. I don't know. If they're all blank, great. You don't have to do anything. But I have numbers in there from my last class. So if you have numbers in your list, you highlight the list on top. So I'm going to highlight L1. You hit clear, enter. Clear, enter to get those numbers out. All right, clear and enter. So everyone should just have blank lists right now on their calculator screen like I do. All right, now we're going to put in the data and the frequency now. All right, so here we go. Data, first one, 56. So I hit 56, enter. 73, enter. I'm just putting the numbers from the table into my list in the calculator. 78, enter. 82, enter, and 86. All right, so there's the first list. Now I go over to list 2, L2, and I type in the frequency. 49755. After you're done, take a look at your list. Make sure it matches your packet. Make sure it matches your packet, please. Because I'll tell you what, guys, you guys probably type numbers into your calculator as fast as you text on your phone. But you know what? There's no autocorrect on your calculator like there is on your phone. So please always look back after putting in numbers in a list to see if you got it correct. All right, so both done. All the numbers I need are in there. Where do I go now to calculate the mean and the median? Ready? Go back, hit your stat button. Hit your stat button. Now you want to scroll over to the right where it says calculate. Okay, scroll over to the right where it says calcs. And to get mean and median, you always want to be on 1var stats. Okay, to get mean and median, 1var stats. So choice 1. Now the calculator is going to ask you, okay, what list should I look at to calculate this? What list? Well, L1 is already in there. And remember, where did we put our frequency? List 2, I hope. So how do you type in L2? Everyone look above your 2 button. Everyone see L2 above the number 2 button. So second 2, and it'll put in L2 for you. And then I go down, please calculate, given those 2 lists. You'll hit enter and a bunch of numbers will pop up for you. Some of which we're not going to care about, this entire unit. Some we will care about. Okay, so the first one on there, everyone see X bar? I just showed you that's the symbol for mean. All right, so the mean for this table is 75.6 if I round it to the nearest 10. All right, so I go back to my packet. The mean, X bar, 75.6, right from the table. All right, next, median. Your calculator will also tell you what the median is. And some of you probably don't even see it, do you? That's because there's more values below. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down, and you'll see right away MED, median. So the median 78. That's pretty nice, huh? Your calculator will do that. Last thing I'm asking you to find is the mode. And I hate to break it to you guys, but your calculator's not going to do that for you. I think you can look at the table and tell me which number occurs the most. Okay, your calculator is basically saying, come on, get a grip, have some self-respect, look at your table and find the mode yourself. Be a big boy, be a big girl. So the number that occurs the most is 73. It occurs 9 times. Questions? Because I know your notes are done, but I'm not done. Because just typing these in once on the calculator isn't going to cut it. Anything you guys want to ask? Anybody have any calculator issues? Tell me now so we can fix it, because I may never see some of you for the rest of the year, so we better get these calculator issues fixed now.
Can you go back to the median
Sure.
part?
Median, Caroline, you're still on your 1 var stat screen, and you just scroll down a couple and you'll see MED, median, 78.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yep. There's a bunch of values below that too. All right, but I'm only concerned with median for right now. Anybody else want to run anything by me before I go back to a problem? All right, go back to number 3 now. Go back to question 3. I want to do question 3 again, but in our tables. All right, I want to do question 3, but using the tables in the calculator to practice. All right, so everyone, here we go. Where do I go again to get to the tables? Stat button. Edit, get you back to the tables. Stat, edit. Now you're going to have to clear them out because I got new numbers coming in. So we highlight the top L2 or L1, we highlight it, and we press clear, enter. And then you go over to L1, clear them out, enter. All right. Now, I'm only going to need one list for problem 3. I'm only going to need one list. There's no frequency column here. I'm only going to need L1 here. So everyone go ahead, list 1, type those numbers in. 9, 11. Again, fat fingers, that's what happens with me. I typed 111 in. That's why I always have you guys look back, because you type so fast. 5, 10, 2, 17, 8, 13. All righty. There's nothing that goes into L2. There is no frequency column this time. So I'm just going to leave L2 blank. Once you have them typed in, I got all of them, yep. Just check over again, make sure all of them are correct. All right, same place for mean, median, mode. Everyone go back to stat, hit your stat button, calculate, 1 var stats. That's where we're going to be most of this unit. Here's the change now. You only have one list, right? L1. You only have L1. So I leave L1 there and I get rid of L2 because there's nothing in there to look at. So I just get rid of L2. And then I go back to calculate. So your calculator is only going to look at list 1. And then look at that, 9.375, which is what we found. And then if you guys scroll down to find the median, 9.5. There it is. All right, so sometimes you'll need list 1 and list 2. Sometimes, like this problem, you won't. And I don't care if you use your list every single problem, even though it might be easier just to do it by hand. But if you want to use your list every problem to find mean and median, feel free. All right, feel free. Questions? And don't worry about the other numbers yet. We'll get into some of those other values on your screen later on. But now you just got to remember where to find mean and median. Questions, comments, any concerns? Okay, like I said at the beginning of class, if you just want to pack it in, all right, fine, whatever. You know, I'm not going to take offense to it, but I've been giving you guys basically free rides here since December, as far as a day on and a day off for an assignment, 4 movies in between. I would appreciate if you just show some respect getting here on time, taking the notes, and doing the assignments for 2.5 more weeks here for me. All right. And as you can see already today, most of these classes are going to be half the time anyway. So, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the assignment. See you then. Take care.
Hey, Mr. Carlino,
Hey, Isaiah.
can you come take a peek at this?
Sure, one sec.
I goofed something up.